Hello, good morning, all of you. Okay, this is the new chapter. Okay, it is one of the chapters in NCRT 11th textbook. This is the last chapter of NCRT 11 in human physiology. This is the last chapter. In state textbook, it is one of the part in one unit. The weightage of this chapter as per NCRT. Okay, NEET exam. Okay, minimum of 2 bits, maximum of 4 bits we can expect from this lesson. And in IPE point of view, intermediate public examinations, okay, 2 marks, 1 4 marks, okay, will be given from this lesson. This year may change, they may ask more than that one because they reduce some of the chapters. The weightage may increase. Okay, let us start this new chapter. First part of this new chapter. What is this chapter? Chemical coordination and integration. That means you are going to learn here endocrine system. Actually, you have nervous system, but nervous system. Okay, first we learn nervous system, locomotion, reproduction. Then we come to this one, but it's not there. Okay, now what are some of the important points related to this endocrine system? The father of endocrinology is Thomas Edison. Okay, Thomas Edison is the father of endocrinology. Okay, the term hormone was coined by Starling. Who coined the term hormone? Starling. The first discovered hormone is secretin by Starling as well as Baylis. Okay, they discovered the hormone. The first discovered hormone, what is that? Secretin. It is produced by duodenum of the gastrointestinal tract. And the first hormone synthesized by using recombinant DNA technology is insulin. Okay, in the recent papers, NTA mock test papers also, okay, they ask this bit. The first hormone synthesized by using recombinant DNA technology is insulin hormone. Who is the father of endocrinology? Okay, Thomas Edison. Who coined the term hormone? Starling. What is the first hormone to be discovered? Okay, what is that? Secretin. Who discovered that? Starling and Baylis. What is the first hormone to be synthesized using recombinant DNA technology? Insulin. Okay, this is the introduction part given in NCRT first page in that lesson 22, chapter number 22 in NCRT. This is the last chapter in NCRT 11th textbook. You have already learned that in the neural system, if you don't have this one, provides a point-to-point rapid coordination among the organs. Nervous system provides a point-to-point rapid coordination among organs. The neural coordination is very fast. Okay, in our body, nervous system brings coordination, endocrine system also brings coordination. Okay, coordination that is brought by nervous system is called neural coordination. Neural coordination is very fast but short-lived. As the nerve fiber do not innervate all the cells of the body. Okay, that means innervate means to supply with. Okay, in our body, each and every cell is not supplied with nerve fibers. As nerve fibers do not innervate, all the cells of the body, that means all the cells of the body are not innervated by nerve fiber, only some. And the cellular functions need to be continuously, but in our body, the cellular functions in our body need to be regulated. Okay, they are not supplied to all the cells of the body, all the cells of the body, and cellular functions need to be continuously coordinated, regulated. Okay, that means we need a special one kind of system which can go control and coordinate each and every cellular activities of every cell. A special kind of coordination and integration has to be provided, and this function is carried out by hormones. The neural system and endocrine system jointly coordinate and regulate the physiological functions in the body. If you take some of the physiological functions like digestion, okay, in this digestion lesson you learnt about some hormones, you learnt about autonomous nervous system, which play an important role in peristalsis. That means to coordinate and regulate one of the physiological functions like digestion, okay, two systems are helping there, okay, neural system as well as endocrine system. If you take another one, circulation in circulatory system, for example, if you take heart, okay, our heartbeat is also, okay, somewhat regulated by, okay, some hormones like thyroxine, adrenaline, okay, you learned epinephrine, adrenaline. And you also learned that, okay, our heart is also supplied with nerves like vagus nerve. Okay, that means, okay, the endocrine system and neural system, they are coordinating and regulating the function of our heart, working of our heart somewhat. If you take excretion, there too, okay, hormones you learned recently, aldosterone, what aldosterone does in the nephron, what ADH does in the nephron. Okay, those are the parts of the endocrine system. Okay, now neural system, you learned how maturation takes place. Okay, maturation reflects. Okay, neural system and endocrine system jointly coordinate and regulate the physiological functions of the body. Okay, right up to that. Now let us compare nervous system and endocrine system. Location. It is a point-to-point system, endocrine system throughout the body. It is extended throughout the body. Communication in the nervous system is through chemical synapse, electrical synapse, and through chemicals called neurotransmitters. In endocrine system, the communication is only through hormones. Next, what is the target? Here for the nervous system, the target is muscle cell, gland cell, nerve cell. Here the target is all cells. Target all cells. Place of action near the neurons, but here, okay, on target organs far away, on target, this one. Okay, on target organs far away from the place of origin. For example, if you take pituitary gland, it is present in the brain, and but it is acting on the kidneys, it is acting on the thyroid gland, it is acting hormones of pituitary gland acting on the entire our body. That means hormones target organs are far away from the place of origin or place of secretion. Okay, they are produced in one place and they are acting, the target organs are in other place. Onset of action immediately, but here onset of action is slow. Okay, duration of action quick and in milliseconds, but here duration of action is late. Okay, these are the some of the differences between nervous system and endocrine system. See again, location, point to point system, it is located throughout the body. Okay, it can send messages, chemical messages throughout the body. It is a point to point system. Communication here only through hormones, here chemical synapse, electrical synapse, neurotransmitter. Target. Okay, here the target is muscle cell. Nervous system send message to muscle cell, gland cell, nerve cell. Here all cells. Place of action near the neurons, on target organs far away from the place of origin. Onset of action immediately, slowly, and duration of action quick in milliseconds, but here it is late. Okay, those are the difference between nervous system and endocrine system. Okay, now come to this part, endocrine glands and hormones. Endocrine glands do not have ducts. Okay, that's why they are called ductless glands. They do not have ducts, okay, to carry their secretion. That's why they release their secretions directly into the blood. In first year also you learnt, okay, as per NCR state, AP state. In intermediate first year you learnt exocrine glands, endocrine glands, types of exocrine glands, holocrine, merocrine. Okay, you learnt apocrine glands. Endocrine glands lack, they do not have ducts, hence they are called ductless glands. Their secretions are, the secretions of endocrine glands are called hormones. The classical definition of hormones as a chemical produced by endocrine glands and released into the blood and transported to the distantly located target organs. That is the classical definition, old definition for hormone. As per this definition, classical definition of hormones as a chemical produced by endocrine glands and released into blood and transported to a distantly located target organ. Okay, produced by endocrine glands, released into blood and transported to distantly located target organ. Okay, for example, there are some bikes and cars. Okay, they are produced in some companies. Okay, Maruti or different manufacturing companies. Then they are released into the vehicles, goods, and they are transported to the place where the bikes are sold in the shops. Like hormones are produced by the endocrine glands and they are released into blood, and blood carries them, transports them to the, here the vehicle is blood who is carrying the transporting hormones to distantly located target organ. Okay, and has a, now the this has hormone has a current scientific definition, the new definition for hormones. Hormones are non-nutrient chemicals. That means hormones are not present in the foods that we eat. They are not present in the nutrients, carbohydrates, proteins, fats, minerals, vitamins. Okay, they are not present in the food that we eat. These are the non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers. You are studying intermediate. Remember that, intercellular messengers, not intercellular messengers, and are produced in small amounts. They are produced in small amounts called trace amounts. Okay, very important one. Okay, endocrine glands. Okay, see once again. Okay, hormones are non-nutrient chemicals which act as intercellular messengers and are produced in trace amounts. Can you tell me hormones are what type of chemicals? Non-nutrient chemicals. Okay, they act as intercellular messengers and they are produced in trace amounts. The new definition covers a number of new molecules in addition to the hormones secreted by the organized endocrine glands. Okay, this new definition covers a number of new chemicals in new molecules in addition to hormones produced or organized in not only pituitary gland, and there are some hormones also produced by gastrointestinal tract. As per the old definition, hormones are the chemicals produced by not only endocrine glands. Our heart is not an endocrine gland, but it is producing hormone. Kidney is not an endocrine gland, it is secreting hormones. Okay, that means hormones not only produced by the endocrine gland, there are some other cells and organs also can produce them. Okay, the new definition covers a number of new molecules in addition to the hormones secreted by the organized endocrine glands. Okay, what about invertebrates? So invertebrates also possess very simple endocrine system like cockroach with a few hormones. Okay, whereas a large number of chemicals act as hormones and provide coordination in the vertebrates. Okay, that's about this introduction part.